What does an actor bring to a role? Let's see by celebrating Grace VanderWaal's top moments in her acting debut, Disney Plus's original movie, Stargirl. Well, hello there. My name's Jeremy and welcome back to Freeform Disney, where I talk about all aspects of Disney, from the animated movies to the theme parks to Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar, and the TV shows, and everything else in between. And that is why it's Freeform. And keep coming back every day for new daily content. If you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today, it's time to celebrate Grace VanderWaal's top moments in Stargirl. This is a positive video and you won't be finding negativity in it, as the focus is quite the opposite here. I've lived with this movie even more than I already had, and I continue to love the movie. This top 10 is big enough for me that I'm going to split it into two different parts. So without further ado, let's get on to the list. Number 10. How do we think about top moments for an actor in a movie role? There are many ways to do it, and I'm going to go ahead and choose to look at the types of the moments, all of which highlight Grace VanderWaal's contribution to the role. So this won't be about costumes, for instance. Number 10 comes from the moments that were the biggest surprise and how Grace VanderWaal helped make those moments shine. These are moments like the first time she sings at a football match, and the way she comes out and commits to it forever shapes our view of Stargirl as a character. Or how about when she surprises us by showing up as Susan? Grace instills that first appearance with a hint of the suppressed Stargirl underneath. But for me, the best surprising moment and the number 10 moment is during the speech competition when she reveals her colorful socks. Up until this time, she has been portraying Stargirl subdued into the character of Susan. Kind of a role within a role for Grace to act. When she finally gets to that moment in the speech where she frees herself from the Susan persona, that moment is delivered by Grace in such a way that it feels like she is shaking off her shackles. And it is such a convincing moment that it well deserves a spot on this list. Number 9. There are the surprising moments, and then there are the moments that may or may not be a surprise, but they stick with us. We remember them long after the movie, not because they were a big, powerful scene, but just a moment in time that we can't shake. These include moments like when Stargirl and Leo are walking, and she suddenly bursts out with a good scream, and the way that Grace inhabits that scream, or when she is totally in the moment enjoying the rain a little bit later, or her singing Be True to Your School for the first time, or her laying down next to the car to talk to Leo. And while all of these moments are great, and any of them would be a worthy example of both Grace's acting and a moment that sticks in my memory, I'm going to have to go with Stargirl dancing at the winter dance for my pick for the top lasting memory. That free abandon in the dance, that she just comes out and seems to burst into it with spontaneity, and the joy that she communicates through it. The way she dances to her own drum, and the way it's clear she's comfortable with herself regardless of what others think, are communicated very well through Grace's acting. And that's why it's my number 9 moment. Number 8. Smiles can seem so ubiquitous, especially for a character like Stargirl, but there can be a lot of meaning behind a smile, and conflicting emotions can even be communicated through the seemingly simple act of smiling. The movie is chock full of moments with Grace VanderWaal smiling as Stargirl. It's something she does a lot of during the movie. I think some of the best smiles include the smile before the fateful football game, telling us just how good things are before that fall is about to come. The knowing smile we see from her when Leo is following her. The ear-to-ear grin she has at the end of the first rendition of Be True to Your School. The sad smiles she shares with Leo after the fateful football game. The big smile she has when it's snowing during the dance. And the smile when she hears that Leo and his friends were just talking about her. As you can see, these smiles cover a whole range of emotions, and also show that Grace VanderWaal can communicate a lot through a simple smile. But the single best smile in the movie, and what's going to take my number 8 spot, is her smile after finding out that Leo used to sing. She has a tentative and hopeful smile cross across her face just for a little bit, and it communicates so much in such a short moment. It shows her concern and care for Leo, the hope for him to break out of his shell and be true to himself, the chance to help him out, looking for a kindred spirit in being yourself, and more, all in just that little brief smile. And that's good acting, and that's also why that smile is my favorite smile in the movie. Number 7. While a smile can hint toward how someone is feeling or what they are thinking, the next top Grace VanderWaal moment in Stargirl is the moment that best embodies the central idea of her character. So these are the quote-unquote Stargirl moments, where she is being herself, Stargirl, regardless of whether other characters love Stargirl or hate her for it, trying to help others without an expectation of any reward, and trying to share joy with everyone around her, and specifically the moments where Grace VanderWaal's acting shines through. These moments are times like when she is singing Happy Birthday to Leo in the cafeteria early in the movie, and first really shows us who Stargirl is. Or when she is dancing at the winter dance, as mentioned in the best lasting memory a moment ago. Or the first instance of her singing Be True to Your School. Or when she leaves the bike as a gift and talks about it with Leo afterwards and tells him, that's not why I did it. When he asks her about whether she wants them to know who left the bike or not. Grace's acting in each of these moments helps really bring a depth to them. And the best Stargirl, quote-unquote, moment is when she is putting money in the parking meters. Nobody is around to Stargirl's knowledge, at least I don't think she knows at this point, and she's making these small acts of kindness that may help lighten someone's day. And it is the way that Grace plays that scene that especially sells it. She clearly shows us by how she acts that she commonly does things like this, that she enjoys doing this. It's a great way of showing the audience who Stargirl is as a character, and that's why it's the number 7 Grace VanderWaal moment in Stargirl for me. Number 6. Now, you might be wondering how I didn't mention the flower speech among the Stargirl moments, as it could have certainly fit into the category of the Stargirl moments. And that's because it has its own spot right here on the list. The flower speech has so very many great moments within it, and this next Grace VanderWaal moment will be the best line in the flower speech. And that, of course, means not just the written line, but how it's conveyed and acted out by Grace VanderWaal. This includes moments like,
but if we're lucky, we could find a balance.
Or,
I don't know why I was giving that speech.
Or,
have you ever seen a flower grow?
And definitely also,
Just remember that part of what makes it beautiful is how long it took to grow.
Each of these is a big part of why the flower speech was the turning point of the movie for me and really got me invested. And each of these moments comes packed with so much emotion and so much meaning from Grace. And while each of these would perfectly be worthy of being the best line in the flower speech, for me, the single best line comes after she says,
it would remind you that real things take time.
And the line right after that is the one, and it's the line where she says,
and it's magic too, isn't it?
The sadness she delivers in that line, the hopeful yearning, the vulnerability, the authenticity, the many conflicting emotions playing across her face, especially at that moment, just make it shine a little bit brighter than all the other amazing moments in that flower speech. And you can see from these moments why, especially for me, this was that turning point in the movie. And so it definitely deserves that number 6 spot on the top Grace VanderWaal moments for Stargirl. And with that, folks, we've made it to the halfway point of the top 10. Some great moments already, like the colored socks, dancing, a tentative, hopeful smile, the parking meters, and of course the flower speech. Great moments all. And next time, we're going to pick up where we left off and go through numbers 5 through 1. I would ask you if you think I missed any moments, but I'm sure that some of those are up and coming in the next video. That said, what do you think of these moments? Do you agree? Do you have your own list? I think we can all agree, even from just these 5 moments, that Grace VanderWaal did a great job as Stargirl. Feel free to share what you think down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked it, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And I really hope to see you back here tomorrow for the second half of the top 10. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can keep seeing all the content I put out, including that second half to the top 10. And everyone, have a magical day, and may the force be with you always.